Esteban Santiago exited the Broward County Jail under heavy guard today. BSO deputies working along with federal marshals to get Santiago the short distance to the federal courthouse. He came into the hearing with his hands and feet shackled. Federal Magistrate Alicia Valle made sure that Santiago understood his rights and the charges. Santiago heard the federal prosecutor say he could get life in prison or the death penalty if convicted. Fort Lauderdale defense attorney Richard Della.
Well, typically murder is a state charge. But because this offense took place at an international airport, the federal government has jurisdiction to charge murder, which is not the typical case, but that's what's happened in this case.
Magistrate Valle appointed government defense attorney Robert Berube to represent Santiago after he told her he had no job and $5 to $10 in the bank. Outside of the hearing, the FBI has stated Santiago came to them in Alaska, saying he was hearing voices. Local police had been to his home on domestic violence calls, and his family says he wasn't the same after his tour in Iraq. But none of that legally took away his right to have a firearm.
Unless there is an official conviction of a crime that would prohibit him from possessing a firearm, there is really no legal impediment to him having a firearm and then checking it lawfully on the airplane.
Now, Santiago's mental health could certainly come up as the prosecution of this case continues to go forward. We did speak with the appointed defense attorney. He told us he obviously had just been assigned this case, hadn't really had a chance to speak to his client much. Santiago will be back in federal court for another hearing next week. We're live tonight in Fort Lauderdale. Willard Shepard, NBC 6 News.